Imagine biting into a juicy soup dumpling, feeling the warm, savory broth spill into your mouth, blending perfectly with the tender pork filling. This is just a glimpse of the culinary adventure that is Chinese cuisine, a journey that takes you through a maze of flavors, textures, and aromas that are as diverse as the country's vast landscapes and rich history. Today, we're embarking on a gastronomic odyssey to explore the top 30 best foods in China. Our countdown format will guide us, bite by delicious bite, through an array of traditional foods, street foods, and everything in between. China's culinary scene is a smorgasbord of regional cuisines, each with its unique characteristics and specialties. From the fiery heat of Sichuan dishes, the aromatic complexity of Hunan cuisine, to the delicate balance of sweet and sour in Cantonese meals, the variety is astounding. And let's not forget the ingredients. Where else can you find a single cuisine that uses over 50 different types of tofu, incorporates a rainbow of fresh vegetables, and boasts an array of meats from the commonplace chicken and pork to the more exotic, like sea cucumber and pigeon? But it's not just about the ingredients or the cooking techniques. It's about the stories that each dish tells, the history it carries, and the cultural significance it holds. Take, for instance, the Peking duck. This dish dates back to the imperial era and is a symbol of national pride. Or the humble jiaozi dumplings, a staple during Chinese New Year celebrations, symbolizing wealth and prosperity for the coming year. Whether it's a steaming bowl of Lanzhou beef noodle soup, the crispy crunch of a Cantonese roast duck, or the delicate textures of a dim sum assortment, each food item on our list is a testament to China's culinary prowess and a sensory delight in its own right. So if your mouth isn't watering yet, let's dive into our list of the top 30 best foods in China. Kicking off our countdown at number 30, we have the spicy and numbing malatang. This popular Chinese street food is a soup that gets its name from the Sichuan peppercorns that give it a unique numbing sensation. With a variety of ingredients like tofu, noodles, and different types of meat, malatang is a bowl full of surprises. Next up, at 29, we have jiaozi, or Chinese dumplings. These delightful pockets of joy originated in the Eastern Han Dynasty and have been a staple in Chinese cuisine ever since. The dumplings are usually filled with minced meat and finely chopped vegetables, all encased in a thin piece of dough skin. The result? A delightful burst of flavors with every bite. Taking the 28th spot is Kong Yu Bing, a scallion pancake that's crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and a favorite snack all over China. This savory, non-leavened flatbread is filled with green onions and seasoned with sesame oil and salt, making it the perfect blend of textures and flavors. Coming in at number 27 is Peking duck, a world-renowned dish that originated in Beijing. With its crispy skin and tender meat, Peking duck is often served with scallions, cucumbers, and sweet bean sauce, all wrapped in a thin pancake. This dish is a celebration of contrast and harmony, offering a taste experience like no other. And finally, at number 26, we find mapo tofu. This dish is a flavorful concoction of tofu set in a spicy sauce, typically a thin, oily, and bright red suspension, based on dubon paste and dushi, along with minced meat, usually pork or beef. Originating from Sichuan province, mapo tofu is known for its fiery spiciness and rich umami flavor. These dishes are just the tip of the iceberg. Now let's move on to the next set of mouthwatering foods. At number 25, we have the fragrant and satisfying zongzi. This traditional Chinese dish is a must during the Dragon Boat Festival. It's a delightful concoction of glutinous rice filled with a variety of ingredients, wrapped in bamboo leaves and then steamed or boiled. Each bite takes you on a journey through centuries of Chinese culture and tradition. Moving on to the 24th spot, we find the delectable Shaoxing wine. This is not just a drink, but a culinary marvel that adds depth and flavor to many dishes. Made from fermented rice, Shaoxing wine has a rich, sweet, and slightly nutty flavor that enhances any dish it graces. It's an embodiment of the Chinese saying that wine is the essence of earth. Taking the 23rd spot is the spicy and mouth-numbing Sichuan hot pot. This dish brings together a plethora of flavors, along with an immersive dining experience. It's a communal meal where everyone gathers around a simmering pot of spicy broth, cooking and eating a variety of meats, vegetables, and seafood. The Sichuan hot pot is a true testament to the Chinese love for communal dining and bold flavors. At number 22, we have the iconic Peking duck. This dish, with its crispy skin and succulent meat, is a culinary treasure of Beijing. It's a meticulous preparation where the duck is roasted in an open oven or hung over the fire until it reaches a perfect golden brown. The Peking duck is a gastronomic delight that represents the epitome of Chinese fine dining. And finally, at the 21st spot, we have the humble yet flavorful xiaolongbao. These soup dumplings from Shanghai are a marvel of culinary technique. Each dumpling is a delicate parcel filled with a rich broth and a small meatball, all encased in a thin, tender dough skin. The xiaolongbao is a perfect example of the Chinese knack for creating complex flavors in simple presentations. Prepare your taste buds as we move further up the list. Cracking the top 20 is the crunchy and addictive Jianbing. Ah, Jianbing, a tantalizing symphony of textures and flavors. This classic Chinese breakfast crepe, hailing from the streets of Beijing, is a morning ritual for many locals. A thin layer of dough is spread onto a griddle, an egg cracked on top, then flipped and filled with your choice of fixings. But the real magic? That's in the crunch, thanks to a crispy fried cracker slipped in just before it's folded up. At number 19 is the humble but delicious jiaozi. These Chinese dumplings, with their delicate wrappers and satisfyingly meaty or veggie fillings, are a labor of love. Each one is hand-folded, often by families during special gatherings or festivals. They're usually enjoyed steamed or boiled, but for an extra layer of flavor and texture, try them pan-fried. Next up, taking the 18th spot is the fiery hot pot. This communal dining experience is not just about the food, but also about the joy of cooking and eating together. With a simmering pot of broth at the center of the table, everyone dips and cooks their choice of ingredients. It's a feast that warms the belly and the heart. At number 17, we have the iconic Peking duck. Known for its thin, crisp skin and succulent meat, this dish is a true culinary masterpiece. It's traditionally served in thin slices with pancakes, spring onions, and sweet bean sauce. The preparation of Peking duck is an art form in itself, often involving inflating the duck by air and roasting it in a specific kind of oven. Finally, at the 16th spot, we have baozi. These fluffy steamed buns can be filled with anything from sweet red bean paste to savory pork. Originating from the Northern Song dynasty, baozi is a popular choice for breakfast or a quick snack. Stay tuned as we delve into the top 15. From sweet to savory, from the simple to the complex, these dishes showcase the breadth and depth of Chinese cuisine. Let's continue our journey into the heart of China's culinary landscape. Starting our top 15 is the iconic Peking duck. A dish that needs no introduction, Peking duck is a feast for the senses. The duck is roasted until it's golden and crispy, then served with thin pancakes, scallions, and sweet bean sauce. It's a delightful mix of textures and flavors that's sure to leave your taste buds dancing. As we continue our culinary journey, coming in at number 14 is jiaozi. These crescent-shaped dumplings are a staple at Chinese New Year celebrations. Filled with ground meat and finely chopped vegetables, they're often served with a tangy, spicy dipping sauce. The joy of jiaozi lies not just in their taste, but also in their preparation, a communal activity that brings families together. In the 13th spot, we have the fiery and fragrant mapo tofu. This Sichuan dish is not for the faint-hearted. Soft tofu is cooked in a spicy sauce made from fermented black beans and chili paste. It's a dish that packs a punch and leaves a lasting impression. Moving on to number 12, we find ourselves face-to-face with baozi. These fluffy steamed buns are filled with sweet or savory fillings. Baozi are a popular breakfast item and can be found on every street corner in China. The soft, pillowy texture of the bun combined with the hearty filling makes for a truly comforting bite. Finally, at number 11, we have the hearty and homey Hainanese chicken rice. This dish consists of poached chicken served with flavorful rice cooked in chicken broth and garlic. It's a simple yet satisfying dish that reminds you of home, no matter where you are. So there you have it, 5 more mouth-watering Chinese dishes to add to your must-try list. From the crispy Peking duck to the comforting Hainanese chicken rice, each dish offers a unique taste of China's rich culinary heritage. We're inching closer to the number 1 spot. Are you ready? Breaking into the top 10 is the hearty and comforting Lanzhou beef noodles. This dish from the Gansu province is not just a meal, but a testament to the craftsmanship of noodle making. Hand-pulled, springy noodles swimming in a rich, clear broth with tender slices of beef. It's a bowl of pure comfort that never fails to satisfy. Sliding into the 9th spot is the Peking duck, an iconic dish that's been around since the imperial era. This Beijing specialty is a symphony of crunch, tenderness, and flavor. The duck is roasted to perfection, its skin crisp and golden, while the meat stays succulent and flavorful. Served with thin pancakes, sweet bean sauce, and crisp spring onions, every bite is a celebration of textures and tastes. At number 8, we have xiaolongbao, or soup dumplings. These delicately pleated dumplings from Shanghai are a marvel of Chinese gastronomy. Each dumpling is a self-contained universe of rich, steaming pork broth and a tender, flavorful filling. Eating them is an experience, a burst of warmth and deliciousness in every bite. The 7th spot goes to the humble yet flavorful mapo tofu. This Sichuan dish is a fiery mix of tender tofu and minced meat in a spicy, numbing sauce. The contrasting textures and the bold, hot flavors make this dish an unforgettable culinary journey. Coming in at number 6 is the iconic dim sum. Originally a Cantonese custom, dim sum has now become a staple of Chinese cuisine. These bite-sized portions of food served in small steamer baskets or on small plates can range from dumplings to rolls and from sweet pastries to meaty buns. A dim sum meal is a feast of variety, where every dish is a discovery of flavor and texture. We're almost at the pinnacle of Chinese cuisine. Stay with us. At number 5, we have the irresistible xiaolongbao. This is no ordinary dumpling, folks. Originating from Shanghai, xiaolongbao is a type of steamed bun, traditionally filled with pork and a savory broth. Imagine biting into a delicate dumpling, only to be greeted by a flavorful burst of hot soup. It's a culinary masterpiece that's as fun to eat as it is delicious. Moving on, we land at number 4 with the legendary Peking duck. This dish is a true testament to the intricate art of Chinese cooking. The duck is roasted to a perfect crisp, with its skin glistening like amber. Served with thin pancakes, sliced cucumbers, and sweet bean sauce, Peking duck is a symphony of textures and flavors that dance on your palate. At number 3, we find the humble yet flavorful mapo tofu. This Sichuan dish is a fiery blend of tofu and minced meat, usually beef or pork, doused in a spicy bean-based sauce. The name mapo translates to pockmarked old woman, an homage to the elderly woman who supposedly invented the dish. Don't let the name fool you. This dish packs a punch with its bold flavors and fiery heat. Swinging into the 2nd spot, we have dim sum. But wait, isn't dim sum a style of dining, not a dish? Well, yes, but it's hard to separate the experience of dim sum from the array of bite-sized treats it encompasses. From shrimp dumplings to BBQ pork buns, the variety is endless. Dim sum is not just a meal, it's a communal experience, a tradition passed down through generations. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. We're down to the last dish. The number 1 food in China is... And finally at number 1, we have the legendary dim sum. This iconic dish stands as a testament to the rich culinary tradition of China. Dim sum is not just a dish, it's a collection of bite-sized delicacies, each bursting with unique flavors. From sweet to savory, steamed to fried, dim sum offers a variety that is hard to match. Now let's take a moment to recap our gastronomical journey. From the hearty hot pots of the north to the spicy Sichuan delights, from the aromatic Peking duck to the comforting congee, we've explored the depth and breadth of Chinese cuisine. Each dish tells a story, reflecting the history, culture, and regional diversity of this vast nation. In the end, what makes Chinese cuisine truly special is its ability to surprise and delight, to offer new experiences with each bite. So, there you have it, the top 30 foods in China. Until next time, keep exploring and savoring the flavors of the world.